Hi guys, did you know in Flames of War that your mortars can fire smoke? Not only do they get to fire big templates like that, but they can also fire smoke templates. Now, in most cases, of course, that would simply provide a bit of cover, but there's a little trick that Matt uses with his mortars to force the opponent to do things. Tell us all about it, Matt.
Basically, you can use smoke to either conceal an enemy unit and stop him firing at yourself directly, or force him to move to be able to fire.
Okay, so I've crafted a smoke template, the same size as this, from a cutout. So if we imagine these are our mortar troops here, and they're going to fire some smoke then at some of these Sherman tanks. So I have my mortar, and I have to set up my firing template, so I can drop that on top of all of them.
Yep.
Okay.
So our observers here, you can see the enemy.
Yes.
Yep. We need to range in though.
Yep.
So you've chosen one just behind a bit of hedgerow.
Yeah.
It's going to be a cover, but not too much of a problem. Normally 4s, you'd need a 5 to conceal. Now, as we said before, you get an extra dice, free range in with the first attempt with mortars.
So here,
we go.
And 2 misses.
Doesn't make any difference.
As always.
Smoke is not going to do any damage, so we're not looking for damage, so you carry on with your trying to range in. Second attempt.
Second attempt is a 2.
And the third attempt, it's got to be a 5.
Is a 1.
Oh.
As always, when it comes to me rolling dice on camera, they never ever turn up with the magic 6 that we need.
Ah, it did happen. It happened in that magic moment. Now, so you've rolled your 6, you've got your smoke. First thing we need to do, how many mortars are firing depends on how many templates of smoke we actually get.
Okay.
For this one, we're going to keep it simple. It's just going to be the one template.
Okay.
But we do need to find out which way the wind's going. This will design which way, whether we get a template going facing exactly where the mortars came from, or whether it's lengthways and you get everything.
Right.
Okay. So grab another dice and grab your template.
Okay. And I have my template.
Yes. Now, as you'll notice, there's a selection of numbers around the template. Yep. This is going to generate your wind direction.
Okay. So if I do another roll. Oh, and now we get a 6.
and 6, when you point it at yourself, it's going that way. So our template, as we said, is actually going to come across and just sit quite happily in that direction.
Excellent. So now we've covered them all.
We've covered them all. They can't see, basically. So there's going to be no firing back unless they decide to move, which obviously what you've done is cause them to take the modifiers or left them not shooting at all.
Not sure. So it's either the choice: you either don't shoot or you move and get all your minus modifiers. And if it was one of the Germans or whatever, they'd be reduced down to one shot. Isn't that right? So So depending on who you're shooting at, of course, that could be even more effective than just the
important things with smoke. Done before any other shooting.
Right.
First thing down. If you don't do it before any other shooting, no smoke. The other important thing about smoke is that's going to stay there until the beginning of your next turn.
Ah, right.
So it basically, throughout my phase, it'll stay there. Beginning of your next turn, it'll dissipate, and you'll be able to start again.
There you go. So, in effect, guys, it's just a nice little way of forcing your opponent to make a decision. You either stay there and don't shoot, because obviously you're covered in smoke, can't see anything, or you take your move and you suffer all the penalties associated with moving before firing.
And not only that, with your mortars not being overly strong, not necessarily going to blow many tanks up.
No.
So you've been able to do something effective with the mortars rather than just hoping for the best.
Well, rather than launching a shot that's just going to bounce off. So there you go, guys. A little bit of a helping hand, perhaps, with your mortars when you're facing a large tank battalion, which, let's face it, you're going to. It's Flames of War. There's going to be tanks everywhere. So it's something that you can do with your mortars. So, guys, we're going on. We'll look for some more tips for Flames of War for you. Post some comments below. Tell us what you want to see. What tips do you want for your Flames of War forces? What forces do you play? We'll get on. We'll have a look at more Flames of War, and we'll be back soon.